Time for a book haul. Hi there, welcome to my channel. My name is Crystal and this is Books Forever After, where I sit on the floor and we talk about everything and all things books. So today I have for you is a book haul. And I have how many? Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 20? There you go. Yes. I have 20 books here for you that I have hauled in first quarter of the year, so January to March. So alright, so I was on a book buying ban on January and I didn't buy any books in January, I swear, but I did win an Instagram PR giveaway, so kind of doesn't count. So alright, so first off we will go in sections of genres, or subgenres, so we'll get started. Alright, I have about 5 books, historical romances here, that I was able to get for my recognition points where I work. So surprisingly I did. I swear this doesn't happen this often, but lately I have been getting them. Guess that means I'm doing a good job. I don't know. So usually there's not much selection there is for the amount of points that you get, but I was able to get 5 books. So really excited for this. So I picked up Kate Bateman, A Wicked Game. You saw this in a previous video. This Kate Bateman was my historical romance author challenge for last month. I did not get to this one, but I did get to the first 2 of this. I own the first one and I borrowed the second one from the library. I did put Kate Bateman back into my selection since I do have one more book left by her. But I'm sure I will finish this one fairly soon because I really did enjoy her writing and I look forward to delving into her backlist as well. And then I picked up a Julia Quinn, Everything in the Moon. I think this is a standalone in the series, but I think it's like 2 in the series, 2 or 3. I know nothing about this one, but it looks to be a second chance romance. I haven't really heard anything regarding like reviews or anyone talking about this, so this would be interesting. Unfortunately, this one also does not have a step back as well, but it does look like this was published in 1997, so that was like before 2000, so I would consider it a vintage romance, so vintage historical romance. But yeah, so this looks really, really good. I'm really interested in reading it. Just don't know anything about it. I just know it's Second Chance. I believe it's Second Chance. That's it. Then we have Elisa Kleypas, Someone to Watch Over Me. Again, this version does not have a step back. Again, this is one of her backlists that I never read or heard about. I believe, though, people on BookTube have read this one, so I'm not exactly sure on the consensus, but I am really interested in getting my own opinion on it. So this one is strangers to lovers kind of a thing. So she wakes up in a stranger's bed. I think it's an amnesia romance, so that looks interesting. So yep. The next one I have heard so many people talk about, but it's called The Raycast by Scarlett Peckham. I know the second one hasn't been as well received as this first one in the series, but really looking forward to reading this one, especially. She is a Raycast, so it's kind of like, instead of a rake, she's a Raycast, so strong heroine, obviously, so that sounds really, really intriguing to me. Next is Part of the Summer of Tessa Dare, that will be a book, and within that read-along that Rachel Reads and Sing is hosting with a few other booktubers. I will put their channels down below, and I'll put her video down below too as well. But this is Tessa Dare, Romancing the Duke. Again, obviously this version doesn't have a step back, so because of where I ordered it, so unfortunately, but that's how that is. I believe this one is kind of like a Beauty and the Beast or some sort of retelling. And I want to believe like he's a shut-in or something from what I've heard about, but yeah, no idea. So really interested in just going into this one blind a little bit there. So there we go. So those are the ones from that I ordered for my points, and then I went and did a library book sale shopping that I did, I want to say in March as well, February, March. And I picked up these at a library. So this one is, and I'm looking for more books by this author because I just have a feeling I'll really love her writing. I've been hearing such good things about this author. So this is Karen Marie Moning. This is The Dark Highlander. I think this is like book 6 or something in the series. So this is like a time travel fantasy slash, historical romance. So really interested in delving into this one. I want to gather more books in this series first before I read it, or I might just end up reading it as a standalone. We'll see. I don't know if I need to read the other ones to read this, but I'll look into that as well. I know that she also has is it Fire or something? I forget the name of it, but there's a really popular fantasy romance of hers that I've heard good things about as well. So I also will try to be getting that book as well, or that series as well from her. And then I found a Sarah MacLean book, which is in literally new condition. It doesn't even look like it's been read. It is Never Judge a Lady by her cover. It's part of the 4th Rule of Scoundrels, and I think this is like the 4th or the 5th in that series. I'm not exactly sure, but this one does have a step back. So gorgeous there. So I don't think I read that one. And Sarah MacLean was an author that I had in one of my historical romance author challenge, I want to say February, March. So I definitely want to get more into her backlist, and I don't think I read, I don't think this was the series that I read, but I am looking forward to, of course, studying this again, delving into this author and reading more of her backlist. Alright, so next I will do fantasy and fantasy romance type stuff. So I found this, these are books, these 3 books are fantasy. I found these at the same library bookstore kind of a thing. And I was able to find a really good find, but it's Malice by John Gwynne. This isn't really fantasy romance, but I think it's high fantasy. I've heard really good things about this author, and I'm trying to, this is the first book in the series, so it's actually shocked to find that. And I will definitely someday get to reading this series and more high fantasy authors as well. So looking forward to reading this. I think there's another one, Something of the Gods, that I had the second book of, and I really want to get the first one of that one. I also found that one at a library bookstore, so that was shocking. But yeah, very, very great condition. I was shocked. So this was at the library that I was at, I think these are about $3 for adults now, and then $2 or $1 for the small paperbacks, but their prices have gone up, but that's still very, very good pricing. And I do sometimes find some really good finds there. Next one I found, this looks like it's a library bound copy, but it's the first 2, I believe, in this series, but it's Lev Grossman, The Magicians series. So this is the first one, and then The Magician King. I want to say this is the 3rd one. I can't remember, but I'm definitely, again, high fantasy. Definitely want to delve more into that as well, because I do just love fantasy in general. So yeah, this one actually has beveled edges as well, so that's interesting. And I believe there's actually a Netflix show about the magicians. I may be wrong, probably wrong, 9 times out of 10. So, but yeah, really looking forward to reading that. And then again for fantasy romance. So the next few I got at Target. This was part of my Valentine's Day gifts. So this one is so yeah, these 4 I got for my Valentine's gift. So this one is Rhapsodic by Laura Thalassa. She is also the author of the Four Horsemen series. I read the first one in there, Pestilence, and it wasn't my favorite, so I'm actually thinking to unhaul it. Don't hate me. But I do want to try this series of hers, and we'll see how it goes. I know she just released another one as well, another series, so we'll see how it goes. And then of course, this one has a different cover. I will post up here what the original cover looks like, but this is her traditionally published cover there. So, and then I got some fantasy YA as well as like a school. This is the first 2. The third hasn't been released in paperback yet, but I really want to read the series, and it was such a great price anyway. So this is the Inheritance Games. So the first one, the Inheritance Games, and then the Hawthorne Legacy. So yeah, never read this author either, but it was just like kind of like always been caught my eye, always back in my head that I wanted to read this one, and will someday look forward to reading that. Common theme, right? And then this one I got at, where did I think I got this at Target. I can't remember, Target or Walmart, either way. But this is Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan. Gorgeous foiling. This was in my top 5. I think this is actually top 3 of my favorite from 2022 books I read. Some of her originally indie published books are being traditionally published, and I believe I think it's their Kingmaker series right now that's being traditionally published and being marketed. So, and then in January, as I mentioned, maybe in this video, another video, I can't remember, but I won a PR giveaway on Instagram. So she had extra. And I guess she was running a raffle, and I actually won my very first giveaway, so I was in shock and awe. And it's part of a duet is The Auction, for this is Maggie Cole and The Vow. I did read The Auction in January, or I want to say I read it in February, I can't remember, I finished in February. And I did try reading The Vow last month, but I just wasn't in the headspace for something like this, and I DNF'd it. I might pick it up again. Just at that time, the writing I wasn't in the mood for the hero shenanigans. I just did not like the hero. He came across way too strong in the second one, and to where he was becoming annoying. So, way too alpha a-hole type thing. So, yeah. So, we'll see. I might wait and see how others have felt about it before I decide to pick it up again. But I'm still so incredibly grateful, and I will cherish these forever from my very first giveaway. And they're signed by the author as well. So, I don't know. I'm sure I will pick them up again. I thought these were like mafia romances, but I guess that's what she traditionally writes, but they're actually billionaire romance. I think the hero is a little bit too strong for a billionaire romance. He would fit more with a mafia romance, I think, but that's just my personal opinion. But again, so incredibly thankful and so excited to have something signed by my first signed copy of a book. So yeah. All right. And then last but not least, I ordered these on Amazon. I wanted to get these copies before they went away because they're being traditionally published, and these covers are going away. And so once they're kind of rolling it out, so once they're gone, you can't get them unless you buy them like secondhand on eBay or something. So really excited. I actually, this first one had to get on eBay because I didn't get it in time or realize it in time that this was all happening. So I was able to go on eBay, and it was a really great condition. Maybe read once, so there might be a little bit of a bent cover. You can see that crease, but other than that, it's in perfect condition. So really excited to have that one. So these are all part of the Salacious Players Club. So the first one is Praise, and then the second one is Eyes on Me. I think that's actually available for pre-order here soon, the traditionally published one. So we have that. This one was my least favorite out of the series, but it was still, this whole series is just 5 stars for me anyway. And then Give Me More, which is the poly romance one. Again, love it, perfect edition. And then Mercy, which is one of my favorites. I think Praise, Give Me More, and Mercy are my favorites so far out of the series. I just love it. So this one is the ex-boyfriend from the very first one. Praise is an ex-boyfriend's dad's BDSM sub relationship. This one is the ex-boyfriend with, you know, dad's co-worker or business partner, friend kind of thing. So it's kind of interesting with Maggie and Bo, the first one. So love it, 5 stars. I'm actually also part of her ARC team, so I got to review also Highest Bidder, and I did pre-order that one as well, and that book will also be in a later book haul. So yes. All right. So yeah, I'm so excited. A lot of good haul here. So yeah. That is it. Those are the 20 books that I hauled in January through March, the first few months of the year. Let me know what books have caught your eye there, and which ones do you think I should read first, or the ones that I haven't read. And yeah, if you don't want to comment anything, just go ahead and comment a purple heart down below. Thank you. And I will see you in my next one. Bye.